good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, people from different countries all around the world. So it's exactly 8 p.m. in the evening. So we're going to start right now. And I want you to sit back and relax because we're going to play a update. This is a recording, and the presenter here is our one of the highest rank ambassador, and I want you to invite some of your members and team so that they are also updated for what's happening to our business right now. So I'm gonna play a video, and later I will let our upline Corinne to speak after this playing this video. And I'm doing a recording right now, so you can also get a copy from me. So let's start our recording. So I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna mute. Uh,
Miss BLG, I cannot hear any
can you hear it?
voice.
No.
No, no, no.
Okay. Wait. Wait.
So okay. So what you're gonna do before you share the video? There is two box below it before you share.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. We're going.
Or what you do, BLG? You don't off your microphone if you cannot find a button, and then let it play.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So on the side there is a. What do you want me to do? There is a.
Okay, before you share the video, you
Yeah.
can see below the Zoom meeting, right? Before you click share, there
Yeah.
is the box below. There's one on the left and there's another one on the side. So you need to click the two box and then only you share. So there is a sound.
Okay. Advanced
Did
sharing.
you find it?
Wait a minute. So there is a two box. Then I'm gonna click which one? Share sound, right? Okay.
All, yeah.
Get it right now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
The team, man. How you doing today?
I am absolutely amazing. Thank you for having me, sir.
Oh man, I'm super excited about what we have going on. I know you've been seeing a lot of my team members fly in and meet with you, man. And I just want to say thank you for all your patience and all your knowledge that you bring to the table, my man. So
Absolutely, brother. Great people.
I know that's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it over to you, Neil.
Great. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, today is the first day
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Kasi wait lang ha. So okay, wait. I'm gonna transfer this one to my iPad, so I'm gonna play it through my iPad right now. Just hold on for a second. So we're going to make it fast. Okay, share, make a co-host. Yes. Okay, that's it. So let me open it right now. Okay. So I'm gonna play it right now, and this is it. So I'm gonna wait lang po ha. And we're going to share it by here. Share screen and start broadcasting. So
I don't want to cut too much time into. I do have a special guest, Mr. Neil Anderson, who's made multi-million dollars in this space already, guys. He's an ambassador with Mavi. Okay. I met him several times. I know he just spent, $500,000 just on a Vietnam trip for our team. He's really hands-on with our team. The thing is he has a heart of gold. He's one of the guys that I met that was actually, making $1 million a day in this space. A day. I mean, you can't even fathom that. So I got him here. His time is precious as well. Mr. Neil, let's do a mic check for you real quick. Neil Anderson, you there?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my man? I know it's like 5:30, 5:40 in Dubai right now, and you're up and you're here with us in the team, man. How you doing today?
I am absolutely amazing. Thank you for having me, sir.
Oh, man, I'm super excited about what we have going on. I know you've been seeing a lot of my team members fly in and meet with you, man, and I just want to say thank you for all your patience and all your knowledge that you bring to the table, my man. So
Absolutely, brother. Great people.
I know that's right. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it over to you, Neil.
Great. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, today is the first day of the rest of your life. If you are seeing this opportunity for the first time, it is something that can help you build a true financial legacy. And like the gentleman said earlier, you have to be able to know where you are in the time in reality to be able to take advantage of an opportunity. And myself, I got into cryptocurrency back in 2014, and I was able to buy Bitcoin in the hundreds. And the reason that that happened was for the same reason that Robert looked at the space originally when he heard from the Winklevoss twins. I've seen that these guys that just lost out on a huge opportunity that they actually had the idea of coming into went and spent $11 million in buying Bitcoin. So I thought, well, I know they're not completely idiots. Of course, they created the idea of Facebook. So they most likely now are taking maybe a little bit of a higher risk, but a risk in a space to where they can make those types of gains and returns. And I continued to watch them. I bought Bitcoin originally, just a few $1,000s worth. At the time, I didn't have an extra 11 million to toss into the space, but I wanted to get in and to see what the ride was going to be like. And then I started trading Bitcoin, and I took a few Bitcoin and turned it into a few hundred in the first year just by watching the market and playing with it. And I didn't have any trading experience, but I knew that if there was this much of a flow and fluctuation in the space, that volatility would create opportunity for gain. And then I started looking at the entire industry, looking at all the other chains that were starting. And when the Winklevoss twins went and applied for the ETF, and this was in March of 2017, they applied for the ETF and they were denied it. I knew at that point that there would be something else that would come in if Bitcoin wasn't going to go 100x at that point, that would actually be able to make maybe even a bigger gain than what Bitcoin was to make. So I started looking at altcoins. and I started looking at the top 100 and all the smaller altcoins in the space. And I took $3,000 and strategically placed it into multiple smaller altcoins. And in the first week of trading alternative coins or alternative blockchain coins, I was actually able to make that $3,000 into $80,000. And then I kept trading. I found Ethereum at $5. I bought $50,000 worth of that. I really wish they would have had a 5-year staking program, because I would have made even more on that trade. But from $3,000 in 8 months, I was able to produce over $150 million in crypto assets. To be able to find the right project, to be able to see something before it happens, and to be able to take massive action is the exact thing that you need to do to set yourself and your family up financially for generations to come. Our team name is the Immortals. We call ourselves the Immortals for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons is if you want to build a legacy, you pay the bills of the next 10 generations and support to make sure that they remember who you are. And in this situation, what we have here today is an opportunity for you to be able to do that. And when I seen this project originally, of course, I'm from New York, I was extremely skeptical. So in my reality, when I look at a cryptocurrency project, I might look at it a little bit differently than a normal person would. And for me to take the time and energy to step out of running my trading hedge fund and to go full time into this, it had to be something that I could look directly forward. I could get my heart and my head in line. I could know that my customers were going to get exactly what they were paying for, and I could build for the long term, that I had enough runway to make something massive. And in this business, after looking at this, I didn't just go through and look at a few different websites to do my due diligence. I spent $250,000 on my programming team that I was already currently working with to go out and to check every single line of code. This is the most transparent project that has ever been in the direct sales industry in the history of the entire industry. This is something that someone, even with my stature and ability to be able to create thousands of smart contracts over the years and to work with all the different technologies, could not find a hole in the code. My programming team that I spent this money on was hired to do that. And they knew that if they figured out that this was right, that I was going to stop developing other smart contract programs and I was going to go full time with this. So I said, guys, here's your last $250,000. It's either your last or we're going to continue. If you figure out that it's bad, then we'll continue $250,000 a month and we'll keep developing other smart contracts and we'll keep building out programs. But if you find out that it's good, you're fired. So they knew with that task, but they also knew that they couldn't tell a story. They would have to actually do the job. And they came back to me with a little bit of sadness, but also joy that they knew that we found the true opportunity. The company that we could do what we did for ourselves in trading, that we could actually let people participate at a very small level and be able to make such a massive gain. And it was something key about what Robert said, democratizing the distribution of wealth. When you have a system that allows every single person to participate on an extremely high level, and you don't have to have any special race, color, creed, or education, you just have to get in and follow the people that are already doing it. Take yourself in a position and purchase whatever package you're going to purchase. This was an opportunity that would literally change the world financially as we know it. Now, I'm going to get into my presentation, guys, but I wanted to give you a little bit of background so you understood when I'm looking at this opportunity, I'm looking at it for something for me to build legacy for my family for the next 10 generations to come. It's something that I'm doing now so that my children's children will know my name and they'll know who I am because I will be paying their college bills and I'll be helping them with mortgages. And you all have that same opportunity, but you have to realize where you are today. You have to realize what it is that is in front of you, and you have to go out and take massive action. Right now in the cryptocurrency space, it's a special, unique time. We've been in a sideways market for a long period of time. And the fact is, the direct sales industry has a lot to do with that. The direct sales industry has promised a blockchain for the last 10 years. They've promised that they will deliver a blockchain. And they've collected hundreds of billions of dollars from people on the idea of a blockchain. The reason that is because it's a perfect idea to know that when community meets blockchain, it can be the biggest thing that has ever been done. But they never delivered the promise. What Mavi did by being intelligent and humble enough to go out there and find a blockchain, not develop it themselves. They actually fulfilled the promise of the entire industry before they started the business. They went out and they put their own money, their own energy and effort, the people at Ultron, and developed something that will be the foundation of the future of this space. Imagine building a direct sales company with a financial type product for the next 10 years as you as an individual. And in those next 10 years, you're able to multiply resources well enough to be able to affect the next 10 generations. Your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents maybe did not leave you a inheritance or a legacy, but you individually are different than them, and you have the opportunity and the vehicle to make a difference for all of them. So I get a little bit excited when I talk about this. Yes, it's almost 6 a.m. here in the morning in Dubai. I wake up with a fire and a passion when I see such amazing people all focused in the same place, looking at the thing that I was able to find myself and be able to start to build a massive legacy as an organization. Let me jump into my presentation, guys, and talk to you a little bit about Mavi. The fact is, this has never been done before. There has never been a situation where an affiliate marketing company has discovered and found a blockchain that is willing to go mass scale. And the fact is, because there's never been an affiliate marketing company that was humble enough to go out and try and find the product versus trying to create it themselves. So let me jump into my presentation, guys, and we will get started. Can you see my screen?
Yes, all good.
Yes, give me some thumbs up, some smiley faces. Get up out of your chair if you need to, shake it off, and let's rock and roll. So Mavi means my life. And that's what this opportunity is all about. It is my life. It is your life. It is a company and a system and a Web3 platform that will allow you to earn a commission through referring crypto and decentralized projects. And currently right now, this is the only opportunity in direct sales that is a true opportunity with a financial product that has the scalability and the sustainability and potential for scale. There is not another player in the game. And trust me, I know, I hear about everything. People have gotten to the point where they won't even bring me the majority of the programs that exist in this space because they don't even closely compare, and they know what we're doing here, so they cannot beat us. They have to join us. So realize that when people start to present other things to you. This is the one. This is our life-changing project. Mavi itself, like I said, was smart enough to follow the trends of the good quality companies of today's market. The fact is, you do not need to manufacture your own product to create billions. You do not need to buy your own inventory. You do not need to invest in things that are in the tangible sense that put a ton of inventory in the back of your garage. Uber doesn't own a car. Airbnb does not have a real estate lease. It does not have a real estate piece of property that they own at all. And Amazon owns nothing except for the domain and the ability to market products. Mavi works in the same fashion. They designed a system that doesn't manufacture the product. They designed a system that just manufactures commissions from the sale of the product that you're delivering to the market that is developed by an independent system. And that is a beautiful, strong, sustainable model. When you can build something like this and you have the runway to do this, then you're able to actually get up to massive scale. And so far in my organization, we've been able to put 160,000 people into a group from 5 key individuals. So you do not need to be a person that knows everyone to be able to build this system out to the highest level. You just have to find the right people. And this system is set up and it follows the trends of the world. I started my first company in the early 90s, and this was a technology company. It was a technology company that was serving PCs. It was a time when people weren't using email as much back then. It was bought back in the times of Alta Vista, and modems were just becoming a thing. We were running on dial-up networks. The internet has become so much faster. It has replaced the traditional mailing system by using email. And now email to me is even obsolete with instant messaging systems. Technology keeps advancing, and we have to get in the right timing in order to make the massive, massive, massive gains. Now, when we look at the banking space is also at a super special time because for once in our lives, we are ahead of the banks and the governments in creating technology. They know that they are behind the times and they are hurrying to try and figure it out what we have here. They can't stop cryptocurrency, so they're creating their own. We were right in the sense of when we were playing with Bitcoin early on that we found something that was better than they understood. Now they're going to try and get you into it as much as possible of their cryptocurrencies. But what they're doing to our entire industry is that there is $500 billion worth of, or $500 trillion worth of money in the world that is all flowing into crypto. Today it's $1 trillion. There's 500 trillion that is flowing in, and it's going to go through the different systems that exist. These blockchains and these coins that the governments are developing, they're doing that because the regular banking system is slow, expensive, and tedious, and in the fact that security is not as good as it is on blockchain. Blockchain is fast and cheap, and we have one of the fastest blockchains that has ever been created, not just because of the fact that the guys at the project are very intelligent, but also because of the fact that it's created now. It is created now in a point in time where technology is better than it was 10 years ago, or even more than that when Bitcoin was created. It is created in a time where everything is actually able to create a true solution for the traditional banking system. So when you think about what we have here, we're not competing with other direct sales companies. We're not competing with the games of this industry. We are competing in the financial aspect to bring customers from the traditional banking world and customers from the traditional finance world competing with real financial products. So we have a way bigger scale and a way bigger gamut to work through. But we had to first go out and build a solid foundation. And that is what we've done over the first year in this business. We have built a $1 billion market cap crypto project with a consistent liquid trading. And we've proven the model. We've proven that anyone from any walk of life can step into this business and create a massive amount of wealth. First year in business so far, there's been $100 million in revenue. There's over 250,000 members globally. Like I said, 180-some thousand, 160-some thousand of those are in our organization. There's 50 plus offices around the world. Those are all in our organization. And we are supporting the growth of a foundation to build out the biggest building in crypto that has ever been established before. There's 26,000 cryptocurrencies in the market and only 200 blockchains. Right now, we're fluctuating between 5 and 7 of those 200 blockchains that exist, which means on TLV and total lock value, we have built something more valuable than all of the other blockchains, as well more valuable than all of the other cryptocurrency projects. And it's about to get live. It's about to get to the point where the whole world is going to hear about this. So you, like Robert said, need to get your surfboard and start paddling because it is coming, because the foundation is here, the system is in place, and now you just gotta work and you need to be prepared. The Mavi system is such an intelligent system because of the fact that they did not try to create the product. When a financial company and a marketing company tries to create the product in direct sales, they will always end up doing something that is a conflict of interest to create an addictive substance inside of the product. It happened back in the 90s when Quorum created their own nutritional product. They ended up putting ephedra in the product. They went to $1 billion the first year, but then they were shut down because they put in the addictive substance. Because marketeers do not think in a long-term fashion. Marketeers think about creating volume now. And the addictive substance that you're dealing with out there is guaranteed ROIs, 1%, 2%, 10% a month. Anytime that you see an opportunity like this, you can laugh at them on the inside and explain to them why it's not sustainable with as simple as if you have a calculator. You could just calculate it. And if you can turn $100 into $1 billion in a 6 or 10 year period, doing that 10% a month, then it is not real. It is not sustainable and it is going to crash. That's the failure rate of the industry. It's 100% failure rate so far because companies and marketing systems and marketing people are creating the products. You have the wrong cooks in the kitchen. The fact is, with Mavi Global, they found a company and a blockchain, a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization of a foundation. They found an Ethereum in its foundation, that all of the people that were in there were building this thing for the long term in complete silence. And when you have that set up, you have the manufacturer being the manufacturer, and then you have the marketers being the marketers, then you have a great synergy to create massive success. And this system is built that way. Mavi's system is designed to pay commissions. You bring the community to the Mavi system. The product and service are delivered directly from Web3 on DApp. These are on-chain transactions, and every single transaction that happens automatically splits to the users, automatically splits to the compensation, automatically delivers the product on blockchain, so there is no money held inside of Mavi. Everything is automatically done through the chain, and the code is law. There is no way for the code to change. It only can do exactly what it's written to do. And that is a sustainable model. That is something that I can get myself behind, my family, and every one of my friends, because I know that my heart and my head are completely in order, and I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. Right now in my life, I am confident and convicted in the fact that I know I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is powerful. When you have that type of clarity and you know that you're doing the right thing and the exact thing you need to be doing in your life at that point in time, you will become unstoppable as a force with this business. We have three main products. These are the foundational products. And to me, these are the perfect first products if you're going to launch this mass ecosystem. The Staking Hub. The Staking Hub is designed as a wealth builder. I call it the wealth builder because of the fact that it actually gives the people an independent ability to build out massive wealth. It is a democratized distribution of coin. The Staking Hub is set up in a way to where everybody is able to get a share of the entire system as it scales. The Staking Hub supplies the gas to the blockchain. If you took the entire planet and you took all of the oil that was in the world and you figured out some way to where every time somebody drove on the road, that every person in the world will get an equal share of that, there will be zero poverty on the planet. Think about that as our Staking Hub. Our Staking Hub is the ability to where everybody can get in where they fit in, find the level that works for them, and get a share of all the energy, all of the activity, and all of the applications that are brought onto this blockchain, because the gas is the coin. Everyone needs gas to drive. Second product, Lotto Day. I'll go into more details on this in a minute, but Lotto Day is a way that we get massive users. People love to game. If you look at the entire world of lottery, it's a $450 billion industry. That means on average, out of the 8 billion people, it's about $50 per person per year spent in lottery. FlipMe. FlipMe is the solution for your payment and banking. It is a digital challenge bank, you could call it, is a futuristic banking system that allows people to get an IBAN, but also allows people to take a revenue share. Let me go through these products with you briefly. This presentation is very short and sweet and to the point because it is just that. There is no fluff. There is no need for extra hype. This is the real deal. You can go through and check everything transparently. Ultron, fully 100% transparent. Transparent even to the fact that the people that are involved in the project have their entire profiles and everything are on the site. You can go check the people out and you can go check out the blockchain. You can actually see every single line of code because it's all full open source. These people worked on companies like Polygon, Solana, Hyperledger. Hyperledger is IBM's blockchain. You don't work and build on Hyperledger without IBM say so. These are the top best people in this space that bought Bitcoin at pennies. So as far as like foresight, they were programming code back then, and then they were programming regular traditional programming, and then they became coders on the blockchain early on. They're mining Bitcoin with their computers and with their desktops. They have got Bitcoin at the top of 1 cent. So all of the people in the main core team are extremely independently wealthy, into the hundreds of millions. They did not start this project to create something into a few $1 billion. They started this project to create a legacy, to create something hundreds of billions of dollars and over again, to create a financial ecosystem for the world as it is today. 40 plus senior developers, $20+ million invested in the time and energy and coding for years multiple years of coding, 3 years in like real total development, plus the concept and the ideas of laying everything out and working for that time period before they collected a penny from a person, delivering the multi-hundred-billion-dollar promise and bringing a blockchain into the market. And then Mavi found them and took it into affiliate. They're listed on top 20 exchanges. They not only are listed on PancakeSwap, but they've built their own swap, Ultron Swap. That means that they have their entire own trading system. Now, if you look at Azumi Swap here, Azumi Swap built on Ultron and had no conversations with Ultron. They just said, wow, look, that's a fast-growing blockchain. Let's code our project onto that blockchain. You're going to see a crazy amount of other projects coming onto Ultron as we continue to scale. You can mark my words, when we start to pass the millions point, everyone will want to build on Ultron. So it's not just about our own energies and efforts, it's about the entire ecosystem's energy and efforts. And this type of a synergy creates abundance. Our products in the first case are the staking hub. This is a wealth builder. Get in where you fit in. You can get whatever level product makes sense to you. Start with 100, go up to 30,000. It's up to you. In this system, this is giving the democratized distribution. Yes, they're beautiful NFTs, but it's not just about the beauty of it. It's not just a pretty face. It's the law that is a code that is written behind this NFT that allows it to produce a 0.2% a day daily reward. And this is in ULX coin, 6% a month. When people see that, they think, oh, 6% a month, that's not so much. But when you realize that that is in ULX, that isn't a coin that is already 15 times the first year. So if you look at that as a 10x each year in a scenario, your purchase, you start off at 0.6%, but my people that bought in at 1 cent are now making over 60% in actual wealth building gains. That is a sustainable product, sustainable ability to, at the end of their contract, they will have the liquidity to be able to cash it out if they want to, or continue to hold. The staking hub creates 311% in a 5-year staking model. It's a passive system that you can just jump in. And I would say that 96% of our people in our entire system are not even considering taking resource out for the time period. Because why would you? Like I said earlier, I wish that Ethereum had a 5-year staking model. Because when you buy it at $5 and it goes to 500, you're like, okay, I made money, let me sell some Ethereum. But ideally, with that 5-year period, that was like the peak massive point from when I started off to be able to actually cash out and have the highest amount of gain and reward. This is a mechanism that designs the right behavior for the community, and it does it through the code law so you don't buy and sell at a 10x. This is not a 10x opportunity. This is a 1,000+ x opportunity, and you're here today when it's only at 15 cents. So get a staking hub. Everybody needs to get a staking hub. You should get a staking hub. Either way, at whatever level, just get one, because you cannot afford to have that conversation with your friend 5 years from now, and this is trading for hundreds of dollars, and he showed it to you, and you say, oh, I didn't buy a $100 staking hub. And like, this is a very embarrassing situation. Get a staking hub. Everyone, if you believe anything that you've heard so far, and you see the power of the energy of the people that are here on this call that are all full-time driving and doing this business, get a staking hub. This project is going to scale massively. Right now, it's only done 15x. Usually, it takes about 5 years for a blockchain to get the legs, the kind of legs that we have already. It usually takes that time to build the foundation. But because of the fact we have the affiliate model, we have the network scenario, we've gotten gains in a quicker sense. But if you look at this chart, I was sitting last night with a billionaire, an actual billionaire. He looked at the chart and he said, whoa, this is really healthy. This is something that I could even myself put in hundreds of millions of dollars and actually be able to make a massive amount of a gain, because he sees the momentum of the entire project. So right now, yes, 5 years, we're going to be in a way bigger place than we are today. Hundreds of billions of dollars as far as market cap. And we're here today at 1 billion today is the market cap. And you're going to see that displayed everywhere in the world in the next few months. When CoinMarketCap lists the blockchain, it'll list as a top 50 cryptocurrency project done in the first year. So make sure you get in, get yourself a staking hub, whatever level you decide. It's up to you. Lotto Day. Now, this product really excites me in a different way. It excites me more for cash return, a cash rolling cash flow. And they say cash flow is king. When you have a system like this that has hundreds of smart contracts over 4 years in programming and coding and development, it really is the disruptor for the entire casino and online gaming marketplace. It is a platform that is better than a traditional lottery system. Normal lottery systems are 1 in 27 that actually win something. In this, it's 1 in 7. It's better than the traditional lottery system because it starts out with $1 million in USDT. Cold, hard USDT, $1 million, the first jackpot. The biggest jackpots that are out there in the marketplace today are 20, 30, 50. There was one time $100,000 in a jackpot. This is $1 million in USDT, not some punk panda, whatever, coin, Peppy Frog, cheap, whatever the thing is that you cannot liquidate at all. This is done in USDT, not poo, but USDT. And USDT is something you can cash out that million completely KYC free directly on a Web3 platform that you log in with your wallet address and are able to collect whatever rewards and winning. The audit by Certec was just completed. I was able to see it just a few days ago. This is a 100+ page audit that shows exactly everything that is done, 100% fully transparent. It's on testnet right now. It's a limited pre-sale. It allows our members to be able to participate in this and get a revenue share in the cash value of the transactions. It's completely 100% safe product with casino games, bingo games, prediction markets, horse racing, dog racing, roulette betting, and poker, scratch games. It's an entire system for online gaming. And this brings the masses. It brings the masses because there's never been an entire online gaming platform that was able to deliver to the entire world at one time. Every government wants to keep their own lotteries because the lotteries are massive cash cows. 40% is what the normal scenario of lottery in the tax bracket that people end up getting into. And then there's another 30 to 40% in gaming tax. That means that like 80% of the money that goes through lottery is going back to the government. So they're like, no, yes, we definitely don't want anybody else in this space. They've created monopolies in their own marketplaces. But because of decentralization, we're allowed to give financial free will back to the humans. The one thing that made us different than the monkeys was our ability to have free will. And all of these products give us back our financial free will. The Lotto system is also built on Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Polygon, Tron. With all of these combined, you are looking at billions of users. It's also available on Google Play and the App Store. So it's the first time in the history of our blockchain that we have a project that is launching on multiple chains at the same time, giving the world a view of what Ultron is about to do. So when you understand this, you realize that if you have Ultron now and you've already got your staking hub because you were smart enough to take the opportunity, you're going to be permagrin smiling as this thing launches because it's going to increase transactions 100-fold. It's just allowing the whole world to see our project as it starts to scale. And with this system, it is something that is going to create massive, massive amounts of users. So in our system, we set it up to where there's a revenue share. So far, we've blown through a lot of the allocation because people are super excited about it. In Korea alone, they only buy 12,005 packages, and that's embarrassing to people normally. 30K. 30K is normal because you have to have a piece of this massive, massive piece of technology. Once someone purchases a product, purchases a ticket, the ticket gives a revenue share for every single ticket sold. 20% of that revenue is going back to the people that purchase the NFTs. 50% goes to the prize pool. The prize pool is set up to where it's $1 million day one, but once a ticket is sold, it's $1 million plus $1.50. 5% goes to referral for all of the KOL or key opinion leaders or the Instagram superheroes, the Facebook, the people that are out there online and they are promoting, they have the opportunity to have a 5% referral without Mavi. There's also 5% buyback and burn. This is a very, very key, strong point to the entire ecosystem because that means that this application is supporting the value of the other application of the staking hub because it's supporting the value of ULX. It's going directly into the market. It's buying off from the exchange at the exact market rate and burning the coin at 5% of every single ticket. This is huge for the value of Ultron, huge for the value of ULX as a coin, and it's going to be like a piranha eating the market. You're going to see crazy numbers coming to this and an insane amount of transactions, 20% for additional marketing costs and operations, and there's going to be ability for people to actually earn commissions on tickets. This is a huge play. This is something that we all, as individuals, need to take the opportunity to realize a strong cash flow. So the NFTs are also, of course, beautiful, very well designed, but it's not about what's on the front. It's about what's built into the system. If you start off with the Lucky Ape for $100, you're going to get 200 USDT back. It's a multiplier. It's based on ticket sales. There's more ticket sales, it goes faster. Less ticket sales, it goes slower. Mighty Dragon at 30,000 USDT, 30,000 USDT in, 8-time multiplier, that's 240,000 USDT out. Get in where you fit in. Find out, get yourself a staking hub, and then buy a gaming hub. Use the resources from the gaming hub to buy more staking hubs and more gaming hubs. Duplicate and build a wealth package. Become financially savvy through NFTs that are utility. We train people how to be collectors of utility NFTs. And the utility in this NFT is a revenue share of this massive worldwide gaming platform. That these returns of the multipliers will come in time. It's not that it's a guarantee. It's written in the code. It can't change. It's a completely immutable ledger smart contract that cannot change ever. It only can do exactly what it says it's going to do. 30K in, 240K out. It's just a matter of time. When somebody wins that first jackpot for $1 million, you can guarantee that this is going to go massively viral, because when they get that million, they actually are getting a whole million, not 200,000, not 100,000, not 300,000, but 1 million in USDT. And then they decide where they want to pay taxes, giving them back their financial free will. This system, guys, there's never been anything else like this created. And there are, of course, you can see by my profile, these are my favorite of the NFTs. This is the Magic Unicorn, 100K in, 1 million USDT out. There will be a time where this will be something that'll happen on a yearly basis, and eventually, most likely, on a monthly basis, to where you'll be able to put it in and get out. This system is designed for people to build an infinity program. So when you roll your resources into this, and when you get your capital out, you're able to actually go out and rebuy. We call it the infinity reroll. So you get your $1 million out, you can take another 100K and buy again because you hold that position. You can go to the website, check out the calculator, play with the numbers. I asked them before to actually increase these numbers on this calculator, because when you look at the amount of people in each country that are buying lottery tickets, it's a matter of a time where we surpass the 6 million tickets a day if you were to max this out completely. But even in this case, this person here is bought their Mighty Dragon for 30K, and 2 million tickets a day are sold. That means that in 61 days, they get their whole capital return. In 483 days, they've 8x'd their money. This is huge, and it's massive, and it can be even bigger than this, and it's all based on real revenues. So it's a system that is 100% sustainable and allows you to go out and take another beautiful project to the masses and just make sure that your friends and family know that this is what you're doing. And you can be very proud in the sense to tell them, because this delivers exactly what it says it's going to. Now, our last product, but not least, our last so far, there will be thousands of applications on chain, but these first key products are very important, is FlipMe. FlipMe is a digital banking system. It gives you an IBAN account, it gives you a virtual card, it gives you a physical card, it gives you a crypto wallet. It's available worldwide. You're able to KYC very simply. It's going to allow the average person that is not being able to have access to banking, which means they've not been able to have access to commerce. There's billions of people on this planet that cannot order something online. They cannot use a debit card to go to a Starbucks. They cannot do any of these things. They have zero access to commerce, and their currencies are deflating at an extremely rapid rate. Their paper money is not going to be worth anything in the near future. And to give you guys a heads up, all of your paper money is not going to be worth anything in the near future. The not so far distant future, within the next 20, 30 years, there will not be paper money. So whatever you have stuck in the mattress, whatever you have stuck in the closet, whatever you have buried in the backyard or in the milk jug or wherever grandma keeps it, needs to get into cryptocurrency, because it's going to be worthless. So you need to put it into a place where you can store the resource in a digital way so that it can become something of value. And FlipMe allows the average person to do this. It's bigger than Lotto Day as far as a launch and a product. Lotto Day is amazing and it's going to do some amazing things for you. Yes, you're going to have a great cash flow. But when you look at FlipMe, you're looking at the entire banking system of the world, and this is a new way for people to do banking. It gives you the ability to spend Visa and MasterCard and go to an ATM at 50,000 locations around the world. Wherever you see the Visa and MasterCard logo, you can use the ATM card. You can go out and pull cash directly from your commissions of your Mavi system, but also from anything else that you put in from a wire or from a crypto wallet. It'll take the top cryptocurrency projects. It'll also take the top countries for banking. You'll be able to wire directly in. There's going to be 19 currencies as it rolls out to start, and they'll continue to scale to new currencies. All of the legalities, all of the paperwork, everything is completely done on this project. The app is about ready to go live in the Google Play and the App Store. It's going to be in the App Store with a project like this. So obviously they do due diligence. You're able to pay with Google Pay and you're able to pay with Apple Pay. I love having a crypto debit card. It allows me to have my phone as I don't even carry a wallet anymore. I don't carry a wallet and I don't use a bank. And I've made hundreds of millions of dollars in the space and I don't carry a wallet and I don't use a bank because I have a crypto debit card that is not as powerful as this card, but it's something that I've gotten myself into the space to utilize. And when you realize that, it's so much more simple. Your phone is your bank, your wallet, and your treasury. It has everything directly inside of it, and you keep the backups in a separate place. This is a way for you to step into commerce if you're not in the banking world. This is a way for you to penetrate into markets that do not have the ability to accept commerce, but it's also a way for you to democratize or to decentralize your original wealth so that you actually take your resources and put them into the markets that make sense for tax havens. The fact is, you can have international business, and when you guys understand this, that Google only pays 1% in taxes or so because of the fact of how they structure things, you as an individual should have that same opportunity. As the biggest companies in the world, Amazon is a 2% tax they pay on this billions and billions of dollars worth of transactions because they know what to do, because they have international banking situations set up. I'm not telling you not to pay taxes. I'm just telling you to not evade, but avoid and put your resources into places where there are better tax laws. And in this system, it is designed and set up to where it's an international bank account where you can move all of your resources into the system. And every time a transaction is done anywhere on this card, anywhere on chain, anywhere with this entire system, there is a revenue share back to all of the NFT holders of FlipMe, which is very similar structure to the Lotto Day NFT system with the same price points with a revenue return. Check out the website, check out FlipMe. If one of you guys want to go ahead and put that website inside of the chat so you can see the calculator on this thing. The numbers are unfathomable at how fast the thing will pay back and return. This is the biggest launch of a product that we have had on our chain so far. I think there's $17 million in volume already done from this, a ton of this in our organization. It is going to be so massively huge, and it's perfectly timed and perfectly fit. When you're building a blockchain, you are building out a country, you're building out a community, you're building out a culture, you're building out a banking system. You are building everything in infrastructure so people can have all of the resources, all of their finances in one place. And it's not about just selling a package. It's about building trust on the chain so that you can get to the savings account and to all of the resources. And when you make every time someone makes a transaction, think about it. Now, all of their spending is going to be something that is going to give you the ability to earn a revenue back by holding your NFT. Not just what they're purchasing in the business, but all of their spending, all of their commissions. People will use this instead of using the regular cash out system to put all their commissions in. And then they'll go to the grocery store and they'll use their MasterCard to pay for the groceries. Now you earn off of people's spending everywhere, everything that they do, all of the money that they spend in their entire lives. Now you have ability to have a rev share on it. That is powerful. This is a game changer as a product as we know it. And with these three products, you can go out and build volume in your organization extremely quickly. You can build out we have the foundation, the blockchain. It is a table. It is a floor. It's a thing that everything else is built upon. Then the staking hub, which is the gas product, Lotto Day Daily Cash, Flip Me Daily Cash, and massive growth and the ability to step into commerce. This is how a system should be built. It should be built in layers, and it should be built with an extremely strong foundation. We have that. 1,000+ applications are what are on other blockchains that all they need to do is Control-C, Control-V on their PCs and copy and paste the code and put them onto Ultron. And when you have all of the people, you will get all of the applications. It is a place where companies will come to build. We have an amazingly captive audience. We have an active community, one of the most active communities in all of cryptocurrency, even though we have such a small size compared to the other projects right now. We will scale and we will become bigger than the majority of the blockchains in the entire space. And eventually we will be the #1 blockchain because we are the people's blockchain. And the people will always be #1. The people are what drive these communities. We give better opportunities to our members than other blockchains. We give focus more energy, and our intention is aligned with our core value to help bring back and give back people their financial free will. This is Ultron Mavi, and this is the foundation of it. Where the potential of this coin is going, there is not a guarantee in the system, but there is one guarantee in this direct sales space, is that us as individuals, as distributors, never don't do our job. We do not fail at going out and taking things to market. Companies fail on us, we do not fail on them. And when you have a system that is designed so perfectly that there is no real opportunity for an individual to lose out, then everyone has the highest chance of winning. So now we all get excited. We go out there. And when you look at this, and we look at this competing with the Binance Smart Chains, and we look at this competing with the Solanas, there's not one incubator center for Ethereum around the world. We have 50 today. Places where people can come in, learn cryptocurrency, and understand. Today, later in my office, there'll be 50 people there getting involved and seeing this whole opportunity with a full clinic on how to be involved in cryptocurrency. When you have 50 offices and you have 50 people, our offices in Korea are 500 plus people per opportunity meeting. And we have 3 main and then 20 smaller offices. So there's 1,500, 2,000 people a day that are learning about cryptocurrency, and they're learning about it with Ultron. You cannot afford to miss this opportunity. This is a time, like I said earlier, in your life where you can make something massive. You can make magic happen with a lot less effort than you would be able to in anything else. I'm going to jump real fast, guys, and show one last thing. It's just quickly back office of the business so you guys get an idea of what happens in a real world situation. But that's my presentation on Mavi. Let me jump in real fast. We can open up for questions right after this, but let me just show you this real quick of what an actual live back office looks like so you understand that this is real.
Fire.
Yes, sir. So this is my back office, and so far I've made $4 million in commissions. Right now we're just about to the next level. It's 86% to the Royal Ambassador level. Royal Ambassador pays another $750,000 in commissions. So we're right there, right on the edge. It's going to happen in the next few weeks. You can see the organization so far. Left team 46 million, right team 43 million. So we kept balance really nicely. We switched back and forth between right and left. It's a competition between Mensa and all the Koreans. So we have world organization and the Korean organization. They keep going back and forth, but to keep balance at this level is very important to make the compensation plan pay out. Downline organization or their sales team so far, there's 77,000 people on the left and then 85,000 people on the right. So this got started with 5 people in August of last year. 5 people to build out this type of a level of commissions. The earnings in the system, let me show you this just to prove the point. The fact is that most people in this space think they got to go out and they think they need to recruit like hundreds and hundreds of people. See, it's 5 a.m. I've already got 5K in the day, and the day just started a couple hours ago. So direct bonus. This is like your direct sales fast start at $860. Mensa totally whoops me when it comes to direct sponsoring. I'm building depth. I'm building organization. I'm not trying to go out and recruit the entire world myself. I just want the key solid people that I can trust and keep loyal and be around me. I'm not doing hundreds of presentations a week. Mensa gets me on a presentation once or twice a week. He's one of the only guys that I'm working directly with to bring to massive, massive levels because I trust, I respect, and I like him. I want people like that around me, and I want to see people like that to have the highest level of success. So you get your core team, and you can only really work with 5 people at a time. So when I started off with the first 5, my commitment was help them all get to Black Diamond before I went out and recruited new people. Now I have a total of 6 people that I've done that personally with, and now it's, of course, for Mensa, it's the time we gotta take him to the GOAT, because he is the GOAT for his market. He's a gentleman, a scholar, a really genuine human being, guys. Someone that you can trust, and that is cares about your success as much as he does his own, probably cares about your success, maybe even more than you care about your own success, because he knows what it takes. And you know that from working with this gentleman. So team bonus, 2.5 million. Matching bonus, this is huge, 684,000. That means that this eventually would become bigger than a team bonus. And this is the first year in the business. So you can see that this is going to grow. Rank reward, 750,000 now. And in the near future, next couple of months, another 750,000, bringing it to 1.2 million. If you guys have seen this compensation plan, I just want to show one aspect of it and give you a little sneak peek on what might be to come. But at the top level, you make $10 million in commissions. Now, that's cool, but this is the top level today. So there's a deal that I have with the company that when we break this next rank, we're allowed to add another rank. And then when we break the GOAT rank, we're allowed to add another rank. Then when we break Legendary GOAT, we're allowed to add another rank. A total of 5 new ranks that will be in the compensation plan. At the top level of this thing is going to pay out billion in the rank reward. This is an opportunity for network marketing, direct sales individuals to build $1 billion in actual liquidity, $1 billion in true wealth. And I can tell you that Zuckerberg or Gates, they're not sitting around with $1 billion liquid. This is going to create an opportunity for you to completely rewrite your next 10 generations. And you, the special one, the one that actually seen it, the one that actually had the opportunity to take the time and pause from everything and listen and work with great people to unify, to create a community that would outlast the generations. If now is your time, open your eyes, all 3 of them, and get to work. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time, and have an amazing day. I will see you all soon.
All right. That's it. Ang galing, no? Ang laki ng pera ng ambassador. Grabe. Kita nyo yun, guys. Kita nyo kung gaano kalaki yung pera ng ambassador. Ang earnings niya right now is around, I think so, it's around 224 million pesos. 200, grabe, no? Ang laki. Parang I remember way back, this is just 1 year. Imagine mo, but when I am in my previous company, 250 million in 2 years. So, ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung earnings ng Ultron compared to my previous company. So, hindi ko na yan babanggitin ha. But that was just not really the highest like ambassador rank. I think the ambassador, I think ambassador is also the same. But I think it's really, grabe no, it's really big money. Okay, I'm gonna stop this screen here because the video, the recording, because we're going to have okay, let me stop here. The recording.